The wedding of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco took place recently. I have to tell you, they did it with a great deal of panache. On September 27th, Selena made her way down the aisle in California wearing a custom-made Ralph Lauren gown that was nothing short of magical. She wore a dress that had a floral halter neck, a structured bodice, and earrings from Tiffany & Company. In addition, she sported a bob hairstyle in the style of old Hollywood. To be honest, she looked as though she had just walked directly out of one of the classic films, it was really quite enjoyable. Benny, the music producer, maintained the same level of sharpness in his own Ralph Lauren attire. However, this is where things start to get really interesting, because Selena decided that just a single jaw-dropping gown was not enough for her. Benny decided to post a collection of intimate pictures on the day following the wedding, which gave fans an opportunity to get an even closer look. And to everyone's surprise, there was yet another dress. Or perhaps, if we are so bold, the very first gown. Selena is visible in one of the photos, taking a mirror selfie while sporting a floral lace design with a halter neckline that matches. This time, the ensemble included a dramatic train, a veil so ethereal that it could have had its own spotlight, and a fitted booyah. When you combine that with strappy white heels, it is not difficult to understand why Benny referred to her as a Disney princess in real life. I am feeling incredibly happy in my life at the moment. This contentment stems from my personal life, my family, and my friends. And yes, even the smallest details were perfect. When you look at a close-up, it is possible to see her nude satin manicure, the diamond-stacked accessories that he is wearing, and of course, the bands that are sparkling and that seal the deal. Her diamond wedding band now sits in perfect alignment with her engagement ring, which is a marquee-cut gemstone. Now let's go back in time a little bit. Prior to the important day Selena celebrated in Cabo San Lucas with all of her closest friends. It was a strange experience to possess something that was somewhat inspired by you. The bride-to-be fully embraced the bridal aesthetic in every way possible. Consider wearing white dresses, a playful veil that bears the words bride-to-be, or even a fashionable backless mini dress for your wedding day. She struck a pose in front of balloons that were arranged to spell out the name Mrs. Levan. Benjamin Levan is Benny's actual last name, and this is a charming way to pay tribute to that fact. The members of the group made the most of the moment by relaxing on the beach in matching sweatsuits. It was an incredible amount of fun. I was in the company of all the people I love, and we had a wonderful time together. In the meantime, Benny appeared to be having a good time at his own pre-wedding celebration in Las Vegas. Nothing that is too outrageous or extravagant, more along the lines of a relaxing spa day and delicious food, which, in all honesty, sounds like the ideal way to prepare for a wedding. Of course, no wedding story would be complete without the inclusion of at least a small amount of drama. After Selena made the decision to have her grandfather, David Michael Cornet, accompany her down the aisle rather than her mother, Mandy Teefey, rumors began to spread that Mandy had been hurt by the decision. There were even some media sources that suggested that she had been crushed by the decision. Mandy, however, quickly put an end to that on her own. She dove into the comment section on Instagram, denouncing the reports as ridiculous and stating that it was touching to observe her father escort Selena as she made her way down the aisle. Therefore, rather than a family feud, what we have here is a moment that is both heartwarming and grandfatherly. And if that wasn't sufficient evidence, Mandy doubled down on her efforts the following day by publishing her own post, which was filled with genuine emotion. She described the wedding as being completely without fault, and went on to say that it was like a dream come to life. She expressed her affection for both Selena and Benny, and she also included a note that stated how important it was to her to witness her father walking Selena down the aisle. To me, it seems like nothing more than family pride. Selena and Benny's wedding was more than just a romantic celebration. It was a gathering that was worthy of Hollywood. Approximately 170 guests arrived in style, with women wearing everything from flowing gowns to cocktail dresses, while men mixed classic tuxedos with ties in a variety of colors, and some even opted to forego wearing a tie altogether. The majority of A-list celebrities were kept out of the public eye by being discreetly transported in Mercedes vans under umbrellas. The guest list was just as glamorous as you would expect, and it included Taylor Swift, Martin Short, Steve Martin, Paris Hilton, and Ed Sheeran, among others. Tight security was implemented in order to guarantee that everything remained confidential, and it is reported that Selena spent approximately $300,000, 0 cents, on security. However, we should discuss the proposal. Forget about skywriting or yacht parties. Taco Bell was the restaurant of choice for Benny, who was looking for the most romantic experience possible. Sure, that's right, there is no better way to demonstrate that your love is eternal than by sharing a plate of nachos and giving your partner a diamond ring with a mare's cut, which is estimated to be worth $1 million. While she was displaying her sparkler, Selena was beaming and said to one of her relatives, "I said yes to this." I agree with this. To be honest, we are a casual queen. Naturally, the celebrities had something to say about it. As was to be expected, Taylor Swift was the most prominent commenter, and she offered to be the flower girl in the wedding. Picture Selena as she is walking down the aisle while Taylor is throwing petals to the song Love Story. Iconic, you will not believe who else gave a response to the announcement: Hailey Bieber herself. As an indication of her support, the model liked Gomez's post on Instagram. And Benny, he has already begun referring to Selena as his wife. As if he has been anticipating this moment for his entire life, he is finally here. If you were not already aware of this, these two have a long history together, having collaborated for 10 years on Selena's hits such as Same Old Love and Kill Them With Kindness. Benny claims that Selena was the first one to initiate contact with him. During an appearance on Kaizen's Twitch channel, he admitted, "She just asked me out on a date. Bold Selena, we love to see it." We should also remember the effusive interview she gave to The Hollywood Reporter, during which she stated that this relationship was the safest she had ever experienced. According to what Selena stated, she envisions a future in which she and Benny are together. We are going to have to discuss that ring at some point. Featuring a marquee cut diamond, this piece is guaranteed to make a statement that says, "I'm here and I'm extra." Marquee diamonds are shaped in an elongated manner, similar to ovals but with two pointed ends rather than rounded ones. It was extremely popular during the late 1900 ADS and early 1990s. It is estimated to be worth $1 million. Is more than simply a ring. It can be used as a conversation starter, or as some of the more devoted fans would put it, a rock that is deserving of its very own Instagram account. However, it is worth noting that engagements in Hollywood are typically accompanied by a bit of skepticism. Is the ring too extravagant of a gesture? Perhaps. However, Selena is the most likely candidate to be able to pull off wearing a huge diamond with style. The most significant thing is that Selena appears to be genuinely happy and radiant in Benny Blanco's presence. And I am thankful for the fact that I am currently involved in a relationship that is very healthy and satisfying, therefore I possess a great deal. She made the following statement to Vanity Fair: "We always make sure we are protecting what we have, but there are no rules. It is my wish that he never stops being who he is. It is my intention to always remain true to who I am. She is exactly like the best and most genuine person you could ever meet." Every single thing is so completely, utterly real. Similar to what happens every day when I wake up, I will probably walk past the mirror while I am on my way to see her. I will take a look at myself and wonder how I got to this point in my life. During her interview with Time magazine, Selena was asked about Benny's aspirations for marriage and children. She could not help but laugh, stating that he would be unable to lie even if his life depended on it. He will provide an answer to any question that he is asked. Of all the people I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, this person is among the most adorable, most gracious, and most modest. It is abundantly clear that Selena is thankful for the positive impact that Benny has had in her life. "I have never been loved in this manner before." She said that he has been nothing but a light in her life, a complete light. "He is the person who is closest to me," which I enjoy sharing all of my thoughts with him. What language would you use to describe this particular season of your life? Filled with hope and happiness. I am extremely thankful, I must say. Isn't that just absolutely adorable? We are supporting Selena and Benny in every way possible. It seems like they are an ideal match for each other in every way. It is wonderful to witness Selena flourish with Benny by her side because she has finally discovered the happiness that she is deserving of. How adorable. They make such a lovely couple. Now that you have heard about their journey, what are your thoughts? If you have any thoughts on this, please share them in the comment section below.